Most people still have questions about the benefit, even after looking at the videos you've just seen. Listen as we tackle some of the most frequently asked questions and learn how you can begin to get your customized roadmap to VA benefit.
One of the questions that people ask most frequently is, can I do this myself? Can I go right down to the VA and apply for this? And the answer is, you absolutely can. They will give you approximately 26 pages of application with 6 schedules and 17 pages of instructions written in bureaucratese. Now, if you have a question about whether or not you're qualified for this benefit, it's important that you get some help and that you get it from a VA accredited attorney as well as a financial advisor who's prepared to act as a fiduciary for your case. You see, while anyone at the VA or the VFW can help you fill out these forms, no one there is licensed or able to evaluate whether or not you're exactly ready to get this. And that's why the services of a VA accredited attorney are important. It's kind of like if you went down to the IRS. If you make under $30,000 a year, they actually will help you fill out your tax form. They will not tell you which deductions you've met. So it's kind of like that.
Technically, a veteran himself or a loved one can complete an application. A veteran service officer with an organization such as the American Legion or Veterans of Foreign War may complete an application. Additionally, VA accredited attorneys may complete applications on behalf of veterans.
Question people ask is, will I get more money if I do this myself, or do you guys take any? And the answer is that you will not get more money if you do this yourself, and certainly we don't take any. The planning that we do is to get you the maximum benefit available from the VA for your case. However, if you list medical expenses inappropriately or make a few other mistakes that people commonly make, you can get yourself a lot less money.
Oftentimes people ask us to clean up a mess that they've created. Unfortunately, it's not always possible to do. First off, if you fail to line up your ducks in a row, or your application contains a fatal error, you'll find that you'll be denied and potentially barred from applying for a year. Additionally, the VA is very good about asking for additional information. If it takes 20 days for the letter giving you 30 days to respond to get to you, you must be sure that you respond within a timely way. If you don't, again, you'll be denied and likely barred from applying for a year. Additionally, families often confront problems when they discover the VA has inadvertently awarded them the benefit. What I mean is that you've put an application into the system and it's come back approved. Mom and dad start to receive a benefit. Later on, the VA, through an audit or perhaps a phone call, discovers an error. If that's the case, they're going to stop the benefit and assess you an overpayment fee, meaning that you'll have to pay the VA back for the money that they sent to you, even though it was their error that provided you the initial award. A house or personal residence is an exempt asset for application purposes. However, if a family plans to sell a residence and have mom or dad perhaps live off the proceeds of that house sale, it's best to reconcile this prior to seeking an application.
A lot of times people ask if they can still live at home and get this benefit. The answer is yes, if we take the time to carefully evaluate all of the medical expenses and the regular expenses that are involved for the senior.
If you remember back in the program, I talked about the fact that even though this is a type of entitlement program, it's the opposite of Social Security. In a live seminar, I asked people, how does Social Security stop? And eventually somebody will raise their hand and say it stops when you die. And it's true, Social Security stops when you die, unless you live in Chicago, in which case you can still vote apparently and get Social Security. Nevertheless, for the VA, it's entirely the opposite. Up until 2013, the VA would send out an EVR, an Eligibility Verification Review. This document was 2 or 4 pages long, and it had to be filled out in a very particular way or the benefit will stop. Now, the VA suspended this practice in 2013, but they may reinstate it whenever they wish to. If our organization has helped you with this benefit and we filled out the paperwork with you, then we will help you with this EVR for as long as your loved one is alive. However, the way it will work is this. It will be sent to you in January. We will help you, but you need to send it back to the VA by March 1st, or the benefit stops. Again, you'll get it, we'll help, you must send it to the VA, or the benefit will stop.
For a veteran family that's in a Vet First community, or perhaps with a community home care provider that we partner with, there is no fee associated with helping that family if they're application ready. It's a simple process and we'll get started as soon as possible. But for those families that are like Jim, whom once we meet them can easily determine that they're not application ready, if they should require some professional service, that professional service may come with a fee. And it's my practice to disclose that fee up front and allow the family to determine whether or not it makes sense to move ahead.
The preceding video presentation was created by Jeffrey Bremer, attorney at law, and Guy Robert Porter, a Missouri registered investment advisor. The facts, opinions, and scenarios presented here are for general information only and not specific to your case, actual or otherwise. Only the Department of Veteran Affairs can grant or adjudicate VA benefits. Please consult qualified fiduciary professionals before attempting to qualify for any type of government program. Do not rely solely on this information to make any changes to your assets or estate plan.